The biggest lie we've been told about art is that you can't make real money from drawing. Or maybe you've even thought, can you actually make a living from art? That's exactly what a lot of people believe. Ever since we were kids, we've been told that art is great, but only as a hobby. People say draw because it's fun, but if you want to make money, you need a real job. And because of that mindset, so many talented artists never even try to earn money from what they love. But here's the truth. Right now, there are thousands of artists around the world making a living from their artwork. Not because they were born geniuses, not because they were already famous, but because they learned how to turn their skills into income. So while we finish this drawing together today, I'm going to share 6 real ways you can make money with your art. Some people use these to earn extra income. Some have turned them into full-time careers. And some have even built their own businesses around them. Just do me one favor. Stick with me until the end of the video, because the last method I'm going to share is the one I choose first, as I had to start from absolute zero today. If you want me to teach you drawing from the ground up and show you how to turn it into real income, make sure to subscribe and follow the tutorials on this channel. My goal is to help you build the skills you need to start making money from your art. But before we talk about money, let's clear up one big misconception. A lot of people think that if they're an amazing artist, the money will just show up. But that's not how it works. I know incredibly talented artists who barely make any money. And I also know artists who aren't necessarily the best in the world, yet they're making a great living. So what's the difference? They don't just create art. They create value, something people are genuinely willing to pay for. And that's exactly where the first method begins. The first way is selling your artwork. That's probably the first thing that comes to mind when people think about making money as an artist. But there's one mistake a lot of artists make. They think people buy a painting just because it looks beautiful. The truth is, they don't. People buy emotions, they buy memories, they buy stories. Imagine 2 paintings hanging side by side. They're almost identical in quality. One is just a beautiful landscape. The other comes with a story. Maybe the artist shares that they painted it after getting through one of the hardest times in their life. Which one do you think people will remember? Exactly. A story can make a piece of art so much more valuable. So if you're planning to sell your work, don't just post a photo of the painting. Tell the story behind it. People make decisions with their emotions first, not just logic. But here's an important question. What if nobody knows who you are yet? What if no one wants to buy your very first painting? That's where the second method comes in, taking custom commissions. In my opinion, it's one of the best ways to get started. Because you don't have to sit around waiting for someone to fall in love with your personal art style. Instead, people come to you and say, "Can you draw a portrait of me? Could you paint my pet? I want a unique birthday gift for my spouse." And that's exactly when your art becomes a service. A lot of artists earn their first serious income by taking commissions. But here's something really important. When you get your first commission, don't just focus on finishing the artwork. Focus on creating a great experience for your client. Deliver it on time. Communicate with kindness and professionalism. Take photos and videos of your process. When a client has a great experience, they're much more likely to recommend you to other people. And that's how your next customer might find you, without you spending a single dollar on advertising. Now let's move on to the method that, in my opinion, has completely changed the lives of so many artists. In fact, you probably see the results of it every single day, without even realizing it. If you had asked me a few years ago what the best way to make money as an artist was, I probably would have said selling paintings. But today, My answer is different, because I've realized something. These days, the people who succeed aren't always the ones who paint the best. They're the ones people actually know. Think about it. Imagine two artists with the exact same skill level. One spends every day painting in their room, but nobody ever sees their work. The other posts one short video of their creative process every day. After a year, who do you think is getting more commissions? The answer is pretty obvious. That's why I believe one of the most valuable things any artist can do is create content. You don't need the world's best camera. You don't need crazy editing skills. What people really love is watching the creative process, seeing a blank sheet of paper slowly turn into a beautiful piece of art. That's why millions of people spend hours watching drawing videos on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And here's the best part. Creating content doesn't just make money on its own. It helps you sell more artwork. It brings you more commissions. It builds trust in your teaching. And it can even attract brand partnerships. In other words, content is the engine that powers almost every other income stream. Now let's talk about one of the smartest ways to earn money: teaching. A lot of people think they have to be the best artist in the world before they can teach, but that's exactly what keeps them from ever starting. The truth is, there's always someone who's just a few steps behind you. If you've learned something today that you didn't know yesterday, chances are you can teach it to someone else. Over time, those simple lessons become a library of everything you've learned. And if you're not confident enough to teach drawing yet, don't worry, I've got you. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll help you build those skills step by step. The best part? You create a video or a course once, but it can keep generating income for years. But we still haven't gotten to the most exciting part, because the next method I'm about to share is probably one of the least talked about, yet for many artists, it's become a steady source of income. Now let's talk about something a lot of artists completely overlook: selling digital products. Imagine you create an amazing piece of artwork today. If you sell the original, you only get paid once. But if you turn that same artwork into a digital download, a printable, a poster, a wallpaper, or even a tutorial or resource, that single piece can keep earning money over and over again. You put in the work once, but it can keep paying you for a long time. The next method is working with brands. You might be thinking, would a brand really want to work with an artist like me? Absolutely. Many brands are constantly looking for artists to help with packaging design, book covers, illustrations, product designs, or even content creation. But there's one important thing to remember. Brands usually reach out to artists whose work they've already seen, which brings us right back to what we talked about a few minutes ago: content. Every time you share your work online, you're showing the world what you're capable of. And you never know which post might open the door to your next big opportunity. Now let's get back to the promise I made at the beginning of this video. If I had to start over today, no money, no clients, not even a single follower, just a pencil, a piece of paper, and a basic phone. Here's exactly what I'd do. I'd draw every single day. I'd film my process every single day. I'd post one helpful piece of content every single day. At the same time, I'd build my portfolio, and I'd start taking commissions from day one. Why? Because I've learned that making money from art isn't just about being skilled. It's also about being seen. You could be the best artist in the world, but if nobody knows your work exists, you're probably not going to earn much. But if you keep showing your skills to more people every day, opportunities will start finding you. If there's one thing I hope you remember after watching this video, it's this: art doesn't make money by itself. The value you create for other people with your art does. So if you're just getting started, don't wait until you're perfect. Draw, learn, share your work, make mistakes, keep going. Every artist who's making a living from their art today started exactly where you are. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. If you were going to earn your first dollar from your art, which of these methods would you choose? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you'd like, in the next videos, we'll break down every one of these methods step by step. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new drawing lesson, and it really helps support the channel.